Welcome to Beyond the Beach. In this series, you can follow the exploits of adventure woman Sandra Edwards, underwater photographer extraordinaire, cyclist, mountain biker, birder, scuba diver, snorkeler, artist, and fashionista. It will be Sandra's mission to show you and your family how to experience some incredible family adventures. Many of the most fantastic of these will require only a mask, fins, and snorkel. Some of these adventures will involve huge marine life, like this 400-pound friend Sandra was playing with on a Boynton Beach reef. And some adventures will involve macro creatures like seahorses or nudibranchs. Welcome to Beyond the Beach. Before you is a vast and rich estuarine environment, a place where the nutrient-dense freshwater from the Florida Everglades and Lake Okeechobee travels to the ocean and merges the life forms of freshwater with saltwater. During migrations, the resulting gyres and water boiling with explosions below the surface, often seen by fishermen and boaters, are tantalizing to imagine, and surprisingly, not so hard to actually see and experience underwater with snorkeling gear on. One example of a migration like this happens each year with a kind of fish known as mullet. The mullet live in the brackish water of the intercoastal waterway, and they migrate to the areas just off the beaches along the Florida coast to spawn. Observing this spawning migration off a place like this Singer Island Beach in Palm Beach County, Florida, might seem to be something only for National Geographic. But in fact, if everyone in your family swims well and enjoys snorkeling, you can have this adventure just as well as a famous shooter for Nat Geo. In fact, I shot all this video footage without scuba, with just mask, fins, and snorkel. Sandra and I have dedicated this episode of Beyond the Beach to showing families another wonder of the world that they really need to see for themselves.
I'm Sandra Edwards. This is Beyond the Beach, and this is about baitfish. Yeah, baitfish. When you jump in the water with your mask, fin, and snorkel, and you go down through a big, massive group of baitfish, you are going to experience a feeling of electricity in the water. I remember the first time filming Baitballs. I'm like, Baitballs? I mean, come on. Well, guess what? When I jumped in that water and I went down with my camera and I saw fish swirling around, making tunnels, just swimming right through solid walls of fish. I cannot tell you that feeling that I had experienced. I was amazed. I was so excited. It was like a feeling of freedom, an electric freedom feeling. I would love for you to experience this for yourselves. I know you must be wondering, how do you get started? Well, I'm going to tell you. You can hook up with Jimmy Abernathy Scuba Adventure, or Force E, or Calypso. They will help you get fitted for fins, mask, and snorkel. And they're going to take you out to these bait balls. They are very close to the shore, so this is not something to fear because it's very shallow.
And this is the scene we jump into when the Goliath groupers are enjoying their yearly spawning. Sandra and I are many miles offshore on a 100-foot deep reef off of Jupiter, Florida. Huge fish are everywhere, and the bait balls look and act like huge amoebas that live and move with a single mind. And they flow around these big fish in a constant state of excitement. The 4-mile-per-hour current is even pushing the Goliath sideways along the bottom, and you can see Sandra trying hard to get out of the current behind structure so she can get stable and take a good photo.
Thanks for watching our show on Baitballs. I hope you come back next week, because next week we are going to talk about the Nudie Girls. Well, it's such an incredible story about these 3 wonderful women that have spent their whole life on nudibranchs. And it is the adventures of the Nudie Girls.